Everybody just got out of Dark Horse Institute, which is a music school in Franklin, Tennessee. Was going down to pitch That's His Story. Everybody check out That's His Story. It's a male bashing song for you girls had a bad boy, don't want to talk about it, and you say that's history. So anyway, it was really neat. I had to make this video immediately for my YouTube channel because while I was in there, there were a bunch of kids in school, and they were lounging around in the cafeteria recreation room. And I gave it to the director there, one of the guys, and then I started telling this really pretty secretary all about the song. And I said, can you all take one? And they said, no, we're not a record label, we're a school for music. I said, well, cool, okay. So I'll go find Sugar Hill Records, Rounder Records, where my buddy cut his first song on, Dewey Howard. He was, anyway, their very first recording artist. Congratulations, Dewey. So I want to make this short and sweet. When they took the song and everything, everybody started listening to my little schmeal. I said, hey, y'all, would you mind if I leave a flyer? Because my son's brother-in-law filmed a flying saucer right here in Franklin, and I'm a filmmaker. I'm trying to launch a reality show called UFO Finders Live. We don't hunt, we find them, and you can too. They got a kick out of that little jingle. And anyway, I started giving my videos and these flyers with this flying salsa photo. Thanks, Michael Boyle. Love you. Appreciate that. So sorry I didn't take your picture seriously 6 years ago, but it's now on the cover of my new book, the back cover, Infinite Astronauts, Theory of Everything. The front cover is a painting I made which involves Marty Stewart, the famous country music star. I put his flying saucer shot on the cover of my book, front cover, as well as mine. Now, so I'm giving people proof and told them I'm a writer of 9 books researching the mystery of mankind. And one thing I see is nobody knows what God is, where God is. And the reason I say it is because they don't educate themselves. And now they hold a device in their hands that you're watching. You can just simply ask these questions, not expend any energy, and totally reveal, like a police officer investigating a crime, where in the hell is the perpetrator of our species, who they call God, and what is God, and why doesn't everybody know scientifically all about the subject matter? So that's what happened. One of the girls said, well, do you believe in God? And I said, yes, I believe that the God word originated with primitive man, and it was actual people in the sky. Now, we can try to run and hide from that and make him an omnipotent magic guy all we want, but the reality remains the oldest artworks and the oldest communication and knowledge about the words is words itself, linguistics. We haven't been talking very long or recording history very long, so we can prove that to ourselves. It's not a debatable subject matter. Anyway, they all started asking me all kinds of questions, and I said, look, bottom line is I filmed flying saucers. See, they've always existed. Same one in that picture you've got here in Franklin. It looks just like a cave drawing 20,000 years ago. So now listen up. I'm old. I've done a lot of research. I have nothing but a desire to be immortal in my heart and make all your children and all of you immortal. But I'm telling you, our biggest obstacle is going to be a question that I'm going to ask you that all of you will have the same answer. And I do too, and I don't like it. Okay? And it's this. If you don't think one species have conquered space and they could all look the same and be ugly, then, and that they could have engineered and created biological artificial robots, humans, and inhabited their bodies and then got addicted to the same thing that they were addicted to, wanting to look different, power over one another, beauty of the flesh. So I asked all these kids, and I usually put money down because money is what it's all about. Money buys people. Sex, drugs, rock and roll, entertainment. So literally, I said, I'm not going to do that. I got to get, because here comes the security. They're going to throw me out. So anyway, to make a long story short, I asked them, does any of them want to be ugly? There was over 25 kids in a variety. I'm an artist of different levels of beauty. I'm sure as hell not a 10. So the reality is, but if I start triggering a device that shows them that the future's already happened, what we call the future is simply the reality of the universe making something that can't control its desire to be beautiful and powerful, sexual. It overrides intelligence. It's the reason they don't know where the hell God is, or who the hell God is, where the word God came from, because they're interested in this. Addictions, all in the mind. If you don't mind, it won't matter, get over it. So learn. Knowledge is the key to power. It rhymes with college. It's not a coincidence. So get over that and learn about the God word. Learn and see why we're learning. Learn about what the universe is and learn about E equals MC squared, for God's sakes. Because the final question is, where did everything come from? Who made the aliens? Well, who made God? And who made the universe? What if we find out it's a dead-ass, inanimate thing that's made up of pure electricity, electromagnetism, gravity, strong force, weak force, four forces of the universe? See my video. We have evidence of it. Yin and yang looks just like a black hole and a white hole that Stephen Hawking's predicted. It also shows us the universe is infinite. It's always just energy transforming into different forms of matter. Peace, love, and harmony. I hope any of you kids are watching this. You just saw a teacher ask me to leave, okay? This is the sad reality of the world we live in. We don't want to accept the reality that there are humans out there smarter than us, and guess what? They die and are born and have the ability to avoid all of this or cure it, by simply saying death is a reality. They simply cure death by simply staying away from this society where people don't choose life over death. They don't choose getting smart, intelligent, and think that they themselves could become a neuroscientist, an Albert Einstein. And that's the reality that we live in today. Check out my new book, Reality Escape from Planet Earth. Got one coming out in 2 weeks, Infinite Astronauts, Artificial Intelligence. Here's the Here's possibly the world's smartest question we can ask ourselves. How advanced and smart can life be in an infinite universe? And what if we find out that it is dead matter? A universal kitchen of soup. Right conditions get together, it's what the universe is. It's magnetic, it's electric, it's moving constantly. We're always changing. If we don't change here and get over down here, we're never going to get to where this doesn't get any older and uglier. Peace, love, and harmony. Remember, if you don't think you could be an ugly alien living in a perfect society because they all look the same, then ask yourself. Possibly the world's dumbest question, right? Because all these kids said so. Love kids. They're open-minded, humble. Do you want to be ugly? I don't. And I'm getting there every second. Ah! Buy my books. Peace, love, and harmony.